everybody, it's Noelia with My Moxie Dreams. Thanks for joining me today for another Vlogmas video. Today's video is going to be my 2025 planner dilemma, and boy, is it a dilemma. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy this kind of content, and if you do, I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. For everybody else, oh my word, buckle in, because you guys are going to be both surprised and agonized as I am. I have been agonizing over this decision and waiting until I did a video to talk about my 2025 Moleskine and the paper quality, how this paper quality was going to determine whether or not I was going to stay in a pocket Moleskine daily. I know you heard it right. Am I going to continue with pocket Moleskine daily? Now, if you watched previous video, I recorded the pocket Moleskine test page video. And if you saw that video, I'm going to show you now briefly, because we're going to move on from this. You saw that I tested the page and verified that the 2025 pocket Moleskine daily that I received, sorry for the lighting change, was the crappy paper. It was not the good quality paper. And you can see that by the pigmentation of the Tombows not taking. Do you see that graininess? And also the bleed through of the Moleskine. When you have good quality paper in your pocket Moleskine daily, for instance, that doesn't happen. You can see here that the color of the Tombow takes beautifully and there is no bleed through. It's just perfection. Now, as I mentioned in the previous video, you should go watch it. It's a pocket Moleskine test page. I mentioned that what the quality of this paper was going to determine how I was going to move forward in 2025. And the reason being is, if you were with me last year, there was the whole Moleskine paper debacle. Everybody was trying to figure out why some people had really bad quality paper, others didn't. I didn't have that issue in 2023. The first pocket Moleskine I received was perfection, and I moved along. In 2024, you guys know that I went through three. I went through two, and then finally the third pocket Moleskine daily was the good paper. So that meant two pocket Moleskine dailies purchases were crappy paper, just like the 2025 one that I just purchased. And I knew going in that I was going to buy the one, and if the paper was crappy, I was really going to have to sit back and decide what I was going to do. Okay, now here's the dilemma. If you've been with me for a really long time, I'm talking years, you know that I've always only had one planner, and that was my Franklin Covey Compact Everyday Planner. For those who are new, I change out covers. Like this one is a Moterm Luxe 2.0 in caramel that I've just been in love with. I don't know if it's the texture, I don't know, but I'm in love with this freaking cover. But I also have Franklin Covey Compact, a Vintage Auroras, a chocolate, and a cognac. I have a Giglio Amica. I'm going to be doing a video on all my planners, part of the Vlogmas series. However, my inserts are Franklin Covey Compact size. I have Franklin Covey Compact month on 2 pages. I have some Franklin Covey, folders in here. Franklin Covey mini tabs. So I am a Franklin Covey Compact girl through and through, okay? So I had always been a one planner girl, and that had worked for me for decades. I am on 30 years of being with Franklin Covey planner systems. However, at the end of 2022, I was using Simple and Trendy Co. dailies. So the way my system works, and I'll do a whole flip through, and I'm sure a flip through is coming in this series, but I have my monthlies on 2 pages. I have weeklies that I created that are inspired by the 5 Choices Franklin Covey system. And then at the end of 2022, behind my weeklies, I started trying out Simple and Trendy Co's dailies. And she did a custom for me where I was able to put the days of the week at each corner. And so I started using the dailies and I loved it. It kind of worked well with my weeklies. I was able to use dailies to kind of track what I was actually doing for the day. The week was like, here's what the plan is for the week. And then the dailies would coincide as what did I actually do? What did I actually accomplish in that day? And so it really worked well. I was loving it. But what I was finding is that my dailies after a month would get tossed. I would keep them for a month and then the next month would come and I would toss my dailies. And it was problematic because I wanted to keep them, but it was just a lot of paper, a lot of stuff that I was archiving, and not archiving the dailies. It was causing me some concern because the whole point of the dailies was for me to track what I was actually doing in a day, what I was actually accomplishing. And so that's when I discovered the Pocket Moleskine Daily. So in 2023, I started to do the Pocket Moleskine Daily, which I loved, you guys. I created my own stickers. I create themes every month, and you guys really have enjoyed that. You can see I used to do May at the end, and I would tip in the theme. I would create stickers on my Silhouette Cameo on Canva and print them out for each theme. You can see, right? Here's July's, and I loved it. I loved it. I love it because I'm able to see exactly what I did in a day, what I accomplished. I started to get Elena stickers, and I've fallen in love with the shop, Elena's shop, and I started to decorate after the fact stickers into my planner, and I just loved the feel of it. I loved being able to keep this little book. You can see she's a fatty Bo Baddie, and that I keep her and I reference her often. So 2024, my Pocket Moleskine 2023, I started to use 2 planners. And I really don't like to call this a planner. It's more of like tracking my day, kind of a journal, because I don't plan in here. I know that sounds wacky. All of my plans, my everyday touch is this. And then in the morning, I will put the weather, and then I go to my trackers and I will put the data for my tracker. Did I sleep? Did I put YouTube? You know, all of this stuff. And then it gets put away. And then at the end of the day, I then go back and I'm like, okay, what did I do today? I did my AM routine. I had planner time from 10 a.m. until 5. I printed all these planners. Then we did family movie night that night. So on busier days, you can see what I would purge the day and be like, this is what I did, so that I could always go back and look like, oh, was I sick? Were the kids sick? You'll see some here that, you know, in November where we were sick, when I finished a book. Like, so I love the idea of, you know, downloading the day so that I could look back on the years and see it. So do I use this as a planner? No, I use it more as a tracker of what I've done in the day so that I could always look back. And it's my vice for decorating. I enjoy picking a theme every month and picking, you know, creating stickers that match. And then I love going back every, you know, couple of weeks and putting my Elena stickers down. I freaking love the Elena stickers, right? So you're probably wondering like, okay, what's the problem, Noelia? The problem lies in that I am refusing to purchase several 2025 Moleskines in the hope that I'm going to get a good quality paper. I went in saying I'm only going to buy one 2025 Pocket Moleskine Daily, and if it doesn't work, I'm not using it anymore. Okay, that is the dilemma. And so in a previous video, you and I together in anticipation tested the pages and found that the 2025 Moleskine that I have, Pocket Daily, is not the good quality paper. And I was devastated, but also I was like, did this paper not being good quality open the door to another possibility? And you're looking on my desk and you see the pocket rings. Oh my God, you guys are gonna kill me. So here's the thought process. The thought process was going back to me wanting to be in one planner and carrying one planner that I have everything in here. Because as I mentioned, first thing in the morning, I grab this, I do the daily weather, I go and do my trackers, and then this gets put away and she sits next to my bedside so that I can download the day. I wanted things all together, but I also wanted that pocket size. So I decided to put together my pocket for 2025 just to see if this didn't work out, if the paper didn't work out, would I then decide to move into my pocket 2025 and use Simple and Trendy Co. dailies the way that I used to back in 2022 at the end of the year when I was trying it in my FC compact. And so what I went ahead and did is, in preparation of just, let's put together the 2025 pocket ring planner and let's see if this will work. Again, I go through the same dilemma as every month. I'm going to have a set that I'm going to have to archive, and it's not going to be as easy as picking up a book like this and being able to go to July and see something. This is going to be rings inserts that's where I'm like, ugh. I love it in the sense that everything would be in one planner and I wouldn't have to go back and forth between two planners. I really hate to call this a planner because it's not. I call it more of a download journal. But it would be nice to just have everything in one place and not have to go, fill out some things here and then come back to here. So I printed out dailies for my Pocket Plus Plus is what I call it, because mine are a little bit, I think, wider than the normal Pocket Plus. Point is, I set up the pocket rings with the intention that if this paper quality was crap again in 2025, I would give her up and not use her and stick with a pocket rings as my everyday planner and just get rid of the FC compact and really commit to a pocket rings planner for 2025. And so that's the dilemma. The dilemma is threefold. I have been in a Franklin Covey compact size since 2016. Before that, for almost 20 years, I was in a Franklin Covey Classic, which is a half paper size. But I've been in this compact, which has been perfect. As my jobs have evolved and I didn't need the half letter size, I didn't need all that room, my position, my role changed, I downsized to the compact size in Franklin Covey. That has been perfect. And then I've evolved even more that I really don't need all that space, that I could have exactly my guts is what I like to call them, is exactly identical to what's in the pocket rings. And I get to add the dailies in here to be able to do dailies. Now that I know that the 2025 pocket Moleskine that I purchased is not good quality paper, am I going to go buy more until I get the right one? Or am I throwing out pocket Moleskine totally, which means that my favorite covers that I use will not be used. They're just going to sit there and collect dust. And in place of the pocket Moleskine and in place of my Franklin Covey everyday carry, I 100,000% commit to pocket rings and only use pocket rings for 2025. So that's the dilemma, because there's a part of me that doesn't like the idea that I'm going to have these ring inserts and I'm going to have to archive them in a binder and have that binder, as opposed to just a bound book. That's the first one. The second one of why I'm hesitant to move into into pocket rings is because I'm a creature of habit, and the large spaciousness of my monthlies is a big deal. Everything else I can handle in the pocket rings. I think the pocket rings is, I don't know why, I have all the same stuff plus more in this pocket rings than I do in my Franklin Covey Compact, and yet this doesn't feel as bulky as this one. I could still fit a ton more inserts in here, right? And I have more stuff in here. I'm gonna do there'll be a Vlogmas video flip through of my pocket rings. But that's my dilemma, deciding, do I continue with just my FC and just be done with the 2025 Moleskines because the paper sucks? But the sad part about that is that I won't be able to use my stickers, my Elena stickers that I love to decorate. I won't have a theme with so many stickers. I won't be able to have one teeny bopper book that has all the year and what was done and when I was sick and all my trackers. And so that is a dilemma. Then it's like, do I kick these two to the curb and just focus and dedicate and really try to live in a pocket for 2025? And my thought process is not to set this up for 2025. We're in December and I have not set my Franklin Covey Compact up for 2025. Normally in December, I've already set it up and it's ready for the new year. I only keep December monthly in here. But I am hesitant to do it because my mind is telling me if you don't set this up, then you won't have it as a backup and you will fully commit to the pocket rings. And I know the pocket rings will work for me as a planner, one planner system, just like back in the day, my Franklin Covey Compact. This can also be the same thing. I could add dailies in here and phase out this since the paper is crap. But I'm unsure. Or I think the idea of not having this all in one space where I can see all the colors. You could see all the different colors of the themes here on the pages. Every theme color. And I love that. And I love using the, stickers in here. I love it. So that's the dilemma, you guys. If you were looking for a resolution in this video, as I was, we are both disappointed because I don't have a resolution. I don't know if I'm going to continue to purchase more pocket Moleskine dailies until I can find one that has good paper. Like I said, last year I went through 2 before I hit my 3rd one, and the 3rd one was good quality. I don't know if I want to do that, and it makes me sad if I do phase this out because I won't be able to use all my pocket wide TNs from Eternal Leather Goods, and that makes me sad because I love this brown colored one. And I don't know, it just makes me sad to know that I'm not going to have one book with all my downloaded day. But again, I could use the dailies here and do the same thing and use my Elena stickers on the dailies and decorate here, but it just won't be in one book bound thing. And that kind of, and then there's me, the creature of habit that loves her Franklin Covey Compact, and the idea of not having this chunky monkey in my everyday planning system is scary to me. Even though everything that's in this planner, my Franklin Covey Everyday Carry, I duplicated it identical into my pocket rings. So I'm gonna not lack any of my inserts, or my planning system will not change. It's just the size will change. And possibly not having a pocket Moleskine this year. So that's the dilemma, you guys. I am in flux about what to do, and it's really freaking me out. And I've never been this person I've always been a one planner girl, but like I said, in 2023, starting to download what I was actually doing versus my plans was a big deal. And I feel now after 2 years, I'm accustomed to it. But is there a way to just have a one planner system where I'm not having 2 different planners? Because right now it's this and this. If I were to phase out Moleskine, then it would just be either my pocket rings with the dailies here and I just archive, or it will be my Franklin Covey compact, and then just behind the weeklies, I would add dailies in here. So that is the dilemma. No freaking clue what I'm going to do, just so everybody knows. I probably won't know till the very end of the year. So stick around. There will be a 2025 planner lineup towards the end of the month when I really try to commit to what's going to happen in 2025. I am thoroughly, if you watched my other video about the test pages, you'll know I'm thoroughly freaking bummed. I'm thoroughly bummed, and I'm so disappointed in Moleskine and their quality of paper and the fact that they have no motivation to fix it. They're just like, I've contacted them. They're like, whatever, like, sorry, you know, that's on you. So I'm really disappointed in the company as a whole, and that is why the dilemma lingers. And I know a lot of you are going to say, try the Litrum or whatever that they're, I know I did a paper test design test on one of her pockets to possibly change to so that I could still use my covers. It just, that system didn't work for me, and I don't like the Tomo River paper. And so I'm kind of left in a corner trying to figure out what I'm going to do for 2025. So that is that, everyone. Keep me in your prayers, because this has been keeping me awake at night, because I do not like to not know what's going to happen next, especially when I'm a creature of habit. So when something changes, it triggers my OCD, it triggers my anxiety, and I'm like, what am I going to do? So that's where I'm at. I'm spinning. Welcome to Crazy Town. I hope I have a resolution and have an answer for you soon. Okay, sorry for this long video, guys, but I just needed to vent and get it out and try to get some answers, and I didn't get any. So if you, what are your recommendations? Leave some comments below. Do you have your 2025 planner lineup set up and ready to go, as we are here in mid-December, I think. Yeah, so that is what it is. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this kind of content, and if you do, I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. For everyone else, thanks for being on this ride with me. Thanks for being patient, and thanks for understanding the craziness that comes from my planner systems for 2025, because I've never had I haven't been as torn about a planner system as I am for 2025. So with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of December, and I will see you in the next Vlogmas video. Bye.